Welcome to Burnside's Billions. This is a really fun game for kids, probably in grades 6 or above, that uses real-time currency conversion rates. It's a really fun game in which students have to buy up all of the world's landmarks. It says Mr. Burnsides is leaving you his fortune, but under one condition: you need to buy up his 27 favorite world landmarks in the next 40 days. So what I'll do is I'll click Start New Game. It's important to note this is a very involved game in which kids can save their data and come back and play later. It's perfect as an enrichment activity. Again, I'd say grades 6 and above is probably most appropriate. So I started the game, and you see here are the locations of the world's 27 landmarks. And let's say I'm going to buy one. So I have $10 billion total to spend. Right here, I have 0 of 27 owned, and I have 40 days left. So every transaction I make counts as 1 day. So let's look. Let's go up to 10. And this is Stonehenge. I can buy Stonehenge. And then it gives me a description. So the current value of Stonehenge is 214,866,000 pounds. So I need to buy this. So I have to convert this into US dollars. So what do? Is I go down to where it says rates. Here are all the currency rates. So right now, 1 US dollar is equal to about 0.6 British pounds. So I have to keep that in mind. So 214,866,000,000 Great Britain pounds are going to be a lot more dollars, 40% more dollars. So I'm going to click buy, and I have to choose. There are 5 different prices. I have to choose the one that meets the criteria. So which one of these is 40% more than this value here? Now I do have a calculator I can use, but for this one, I think I can make a good estimate. I would have to estimate right here. It looks to be about the right amount. So I'd say 214.866 million pounds is equal to $356,921,000. So I click here and I click make offer, and I'm right. Now, even if I'm wrong, I can still buy it, but I'll end up spending more money for it. So I click close. So I still have $9.643 billion. Now I own one of 27 landmarks. Now, to be able to buy all 40 landmarks, or I'm sorry, all 27 landmarks in the 40 days, I'll also have to sell sometimes. So I look at my portfolio, and you see I have Stonehenge. All right, so it already is worth more. If I sold it back right now, I would make money. I'm going to hold on to it for a little while. To sell, you go back to the landmark you already bought, and you click sell. Landmarks you have bought already are blue. So let's try another one. Let's try 11. Okay, so this is Big Ben. So we're going to do, looks like we're going to do pounds again. So 256,528,000,000 pounds. I would think was somewhere about $400 million. So let's click buy. This one I believe is right. I could use my calculator to learn for sure. So I click $426,126,000. Make offer. Got it. Purchase successful. It means I got it for the cheapest possible. And now I still have $9.2 billion. Now 2 of my 27 landmarks I have 10 and 11. Let's try, let's go over here. Let's go for the Great Wall of China. So the Great Wall of China is 4.425 billion Chinese yen. So let's look at our rates. So $1 is worth 6.146 Chinese yen. So I would expect this to be almost $1 billion US dollars, but not quite. So let's click buy. So this one that's already highlighted looks like the right price. So I'm going to click make offer. I'm right. So I still have $8.496 billion. I now own 3 of the 27 landmarks, and I have 37 days left. Sometimes there'll be sales that'll flash up on the screen. It'll say, in South America, prices are half today. Or if you sell in North America, you get 1.5 times what you paid for it. Let's see what happens if I sell one. Let's go back to the one I bought first, Stonehenge, and let's sell it. So I'm going to make money because this is more than I sold it. This is more than I bought it for. So I click sell. So what am I going to sell it for? I got to make sure I get this right. This one is tough. So $485,413,000. What is that in Great Britain pounds? Well, I remember I'm going to actually use the calculator, and I'm going to type in 485 point. Let's just do 485.413 times, if I remember correctly, the conversion rate was 0.602, and I get 292.218. Perfect, right here. This is what I need to sell it for. Click sell. Got it. And now I have 8.982 billion. I can go back and buy that if I wanted, or I could buy something else. Let's try one more, and I'll show you how to save your game. Let's go down to Sydney and buy the Sydney Opera House. So the Sydney Opera House costs 224,451,000 Australian dollars. So let's look at the rates. So they're pretty close. Looks like $1 US is worth slightly more. It's worth 1.12 Australian dollars. So let's see what the choices are. This has got to be right here. So this is close to, so 200,941,000 US dollars is close to 224,451,000. Let's see what happens if I get one wrong. Let's say I click here. I click, well, let's make offer. Now I'm offering less here. It says my offer was rejected because it was too low. So I lose $79 million on that one. That's too bad. I'm going to go back again, and now it's a little bit more expensive. I'm going to buy it. Here's the right price. I click make offer. Perfect. So now I have Sydney Opera House. Now look, here's a sale. It says landmarks on sale on the continent where these languages are spoken. So that's certainly Asia. So I would go to Asia next to try to pick up some of the landmarks for a discount. So anyway, I click OK. So I have 34 days left. I have 3 of 27 landmarks owned. I still have $8.7 billion. Let's look at my portfolio. So my assets are worth more than I started with. They're worth more than the $10 billion I started with. So I would buy a few more before I make a sale. Now, let's say class is over. I need to save my game. I'm going to go to Exit. And I'm going to write this code down. In this case, it's HTTP47. If I come back to play this and enter this code, I start off right where I left off. So this is Burnside's Billion. It's a fantastic game for kids in grades 6 and over who need a challenge.